What's going on, Android friends? This is Clayton Youngberg coming at you from the #1 source for all things Android, AndroidAuthority.com. Today we've got an in-depth review of the Asus Transformer Pad Infinity TF700T. Now this is basically Asus's flagship model as of right now, and it's starting to phase out the Transformer Primes, which used to be their flagship model. But this is an extremely spec-heavy machine. It's got great software, great looks, and impressive build quality. So let's just check it out. Go ahead and lift the tablet up. You can see we do have our 10.1-inch screen. This is a LED backlit Super IPS Plus display coming in at a resolution of 1920 by 1200. It's also constructed from Gorilla Glass 2, which is very, very durable. There's no give to the screen whatsoever. It feels exceptional. You can tap on it, and it's a nice glass feel. So anyways, around this gorgeous display, we've got a nice brushed aluminum exterior. It's got a nice circular pattern going out from the Asus logo there. It looks extremely great. It's great build quality. There's no give to the back of the aluminum either. You can't really press your fingers into it. It's just very, very solid. We've got an 8-megapixel camera right here. We've also got flash, which differentiates this from the other Asus tablets that could be somewhat similar. Got a small microphone there as well. At the top we have our volume rocker. This is placed differently than the Asus TF700T, for example, which is on the side. They place this in a more usable area so you can actually get the best use out of the volume rocker. We've also got our power button right here. On the side here we've got our mini HDMI, our 3.5mm headphone jack, which also has microphone in. And then we've got our little mini SD slot. And then on this side we just have a small mic, and we have our think it is a 16-pin connector on the bottom here, and then our two little connectors for the mobile dock. And we also have the mobile dock on deck. We'll show you some of that. But anyways, let's just start this bad boy up. Go ahead and go into the lock screen. As you can see, some of you might recognize this is running Android 4.0.3 currently, so it's an ice cream sandwich. We'll go ahead and unlock it. This is running the Asus WaveShare UI over the ice cream sandwich operating system, but the WaveShare UI usually sticks true to the AOSP Android, and it's not too obtrusive, and it's not too gaudy. There's not really much theming done, just some different soft keys down here, and then a different menu in the status bar. So if we go ahead and open up our settings, you can see that it is very, very basic AOSP Android. We have all our usual settings for ice cream sandwich, our Wi-Fi, Bluetooth data usage, and then under more settings we have airplane mode, VPN, and then we can tether the mobile hotspot and set up peer-to-peer connectivity. We also have our sound options, our display options. Now the display options are pretty much basic from the main settings menu here. Where you really get into them is right here on the status bar, where we can select the IPS Plus mode, where it brightens the screen drastically. It has 600 nits of brightness. You can view that outside for outdoor readability and stuff like that. We can also enable the auto brightness, which dims the screen incredibly and saves a lot of the battery. Now you're going to be getting close to 10 hours of battery life with the actual tablet, and then an added 5 hours with the included mobile dock, which has a battery built in. But anyways, we'll just keep going through here. We have our Asus customized settings, where we can enable the Super IPS mode, choose which key actually takes a screenshot on the device. We have our system performance mode, which can also be accessed from right here. We have our power saver, our balance, and our performance mode. Now the performance mode is going to really push the Tegra 3 in this device. This is a quad-core device running at 1.6 gigahertz. That's the highest clocked Tegra device, or processor, I mean, from the factory without overclocking or rooting your device. And anyways, we've also got 1 gigabyte of DDR3 RAM in this bad boy, pushing the apps and humming right alongside the Tegra 3 to give you the best performance possible. We also have our touchpad and our pointer behavior, which is in conjunction with the small mobile dock. We'll go through. We have our accounts in sync. We can set up our Google accounts, and we can use the Asus sync feature. Anyways, under developer options, of course, we can enable the USB debugging and also the forced GPU rendering with 2D hardware acceleration native to ice cream sandwich. Under About Tablet, you see we do have our Android 4.0.3. We have the model number, the usual information that comes with the Asus tablets and the ice cream sandwich operating system. Nice little Easter egg and stuff. I mean, the tablet just looks awesome when displaying anything such as HD movies or gaming or anything that uses the IPS display. So anyways, just give you a basic look at this WaveShare UI. It's really nice. We have our app tray here. All of our different apps, we come preloaded with the app backup, the app locker. We have the Asus Vibe application. This also comes with Polaris Office for great mobility, especially in conjunction with the mobile dock. You get great workspace. We also have the MyNet, the MyCloud with free Asus storage. We have Press Reader. And then we have the Zenio. We have a lot of cool native widgets, such as the Asus battery widget, email, the task manager. The MyZine is great. It's a nice aggregator for social media and then weather and stuff like that. We do have the Asus weather. We'll go through. We have our usual ice cream sandwich bookmarks here. Nothing too special about those. We'll go ahead and add a widget just to show you what it's like. Go to our task manager and set that here. Now we have all of our processes that are running, and we can one-click clean, wipe them all, free our RAM. And now with our free RAM, we'll go ahead and run a quadrant test to show you exactly how fast this beautiful machine is. Now, mind you, we can also kill our recent apps from the recents just like that. Swipe them all away. And now we don't have anything running. We have a full optimization of power for the quadrant test. We'll go ahead and run that right now. We have the results of our benchmark test here. We'll go ahead and send our results. Flip it up this way so we can get a look. Now our device came in at 3802, which actually came under the Transformer Prime for some reason unbeknownst to me. This is clocked faster. It has the DDR3 RAM, and I wasn't running any applications. But you know, these aren't always the most incredibly accurate things. We can go ahead and run another some other time. Let's see what our bottleneck was. We have our CPU clocked at, well, not clocked, but our CPU came in at 7518, which is fairly good. Our memory came in at 3987, our I/O at 4367, 2D was very, very low at 654, and then our 3D was 2485. But this is still a great fast machine. It does stand up to the HTC One X and the Transformer Prime, as you can see, which both have the Tegra 3. This does have the fastest clock, and you can root this device and overclock. Of course, you know us, we're going to make a video showing you guys how exactly to do that and how to root, you know, all that stuff, custom ROMs. But anyways, back into the device. Let's test out the camera. Our 8-megapixel camera has a 5-lens filter. It has a great aperture. So let's go ahead and do some test shots. I'll set my Galaxy Nexus right here, and can see if we can't get some nice photos of that. And I'll just go ahead. You can touch to focus, and we'll snap our pic. Not the fastest shutter, but it's not very slow at all. We can go ahead and press it a few times. Doesn't have the instant shutter that like the Galaxy Nexus per se does. But anyways, we'll go through our camera options here. We have our auto flash options, our white balance options, usual ice cream sandwich, our exposure options, the different scenes. We'll go back. We have our camera menu right here. We have our store location, our aspect ratio. We also have the picture size, the focus mode, where we can choose continuous autofocus or regular or infinity. Infinity is my favorite. We have our ISO, our anti-flickering, and we have our shutter sound on or off. Go ahead and go into our video. It records at full 1080p HD. We'll just do a nice sweep of the Galaxy Nexus like this. We'll go ahead and play that video. Give you a nice demo of what the display actually looks like when it's running. Of the Galaxy Nexus like this. So it did look nice, and I was actually impressed with the microphone quality that we just experienced. There is a few different mics placed around the body, and it does have the Asus Sonic Master audio technology. So that's very nice. I like the audio quality. I was quite impressed. Anyways, we'll go ahead and check out a browser test here. We can restore our, actually we won't restore, and it'll take us to our Asus. We were prompted to download the Flash Player. We won't do that right now. We'll just show you the basic browser. We have our usual ICS browser. We can request a desktop site on all sites we're at. We have our bookmarks, our new tab, incognito tabs. We can simply add a tab just like that. The browser is really quick. I have a pretty fast connection right now, but the browser is very snappy. We have our settings. We can enable the labs for our quick controls and stuff like that. We have our advanced settings. So it works really great for browsing, document creating, gaming, watching videos, taking videos, and just having a great tablet. We'll go ahead and check out a YouTube video now to check out the HD of this device, the HD performance. And go ahead and click our unboxing of this device. Now this is the actual device that I'm touching right now.
What's going on, Android lovers? This is Clayton Youngberg coming at you.
So it does look nice. Plays videos great. We'll go ahead and go back. I'll show you quickly the nice mobile dock. Now the mobile dock is constructed and matching in the same color as the Infinity Pad is. We do have the little instructions here in the dock. It's full QWERTY. It has the touch pad, and it also has a nice USB 2.0 slot right here, and it has a micro SD slot. Actually, not micro, but a regular full-sized SD card reader right there. And on the back, we just have our brushed aluminum. Looks really great. Has our nice 4 pads here, so we don't scratch up the aluminum. We have our nice strong hinge, so we'll just insert our Asus tablet into the dock like that. We have our nice little arrows to indicate where it's at. We slide it in until we hear the click. We have our nice little bar that can release the tablet. And then we have audio confirmation that the tablet is indeed in the dock. Now I'll just go ahead. We can just simply start typing. We typed Android Authority, brought it up on the Google search just like that, and then we can simply search for it or anything like that. We have all of our quick controls on here. We have the back, we have our network functions, Bluetooth. We can disable the touchpad, change the brightness, almost just like a laptop, auto brightness. We can go to our camera. That's actually the screenshot. We can enter the web browser, go to our settings just like that, control our media. We have all of our different controls. We can get the menu just like that. We can go home, we can search. Our touchpad's nice, we've just got a nice little mouse. And we can scroll around. We also have our gesture control with the touchpad. We can switch screens simply by using 2-finger slides like that. Actually went to the wallpaper. We can slide with 2 fingers. We can scroll up and down with 2 fingers in web pages. And then 2-finger hold is the long press. So anyways, guys, go ahead and check out this awesome TF700T. It's a little steep in price, but I really, really love the tablet. I think it's Asus' best tablet yet, and that's including the Nexus 7. I definitely enjoy this a lot. It's great. It has great build quality, looks sexy. You're going to get a lot of compliments on the device. It runs fast. It's very powerful. You can game, you can create documents, watch HD videos, relax with the device, and then it's very portable. The clamshell design on the little mobile dock in the Asus is even smaller and has a thinner profile than most of their other clamshell designs with tablets. So go ahead and check it out, guys. We're also going to have rooting guides for this thing and a lot of different ROM reviews, cool performance mods and stuff like that. So stay tuned with AndroidAuthority.com. And as always, thanks for watching the video, guys. We really appreciate your views. Have a good one.